I missed the game from yesterday. So what's your thoughts on the Grizzlies versus Portland?
I haven't really watched many of the games. I've been working.
The only thing I heard was fucking John Mott went off. He was going out with a fight.
He did, but yeah, the Grizzlies got screwed. They got screwed more than anybody.
Hell yeah. The NBA wanted the Pelicans to go all the way. Look at the schedule versus the Grizzlies schedule. They said,
Yeah,
we don't like why was people having it was like different videos on ESPN about rookie of the year. And I keep hearing John Mott or Zion. Zion only played 19 games? Why was Zion even in the convo? What about
bro, if Zion wins the Rookie of the Year, that's a joke.
for real? What about
You know they're gonna try to give it to him.
yeah? I was like, what about Buddy from the Heat? Like for real, like Tyler Hero,
Done or something.
yeah. There's so many other options before Zion even considered. It was like they want him to be in the. That's why the coach got fired. Think about it. As soon as they ain't made the playoffs this year, coach get fired. Ain't that some shit?
That
But
guy's not that good of a coach, anyways.
shit, he was a decent coach. Shit,
No,
Brandon Ingram unlocked his potential this year. He was carrying that team on his back.
they wanted the Pelicans to make the playoffs, but then they got to the bubble, and they didn't even play. They put Zion in a minutes restriction, so
And
that plan failed.
people forget about this. The NBA owns the Pelicans. They
Yeah,
own the Pelicans.
yeah, that's why bad people said they got the #1 pick when they picked Anthony Davis.
For real, man, the NBA grimy as hell. They know what
Yeah,
they
I
know
didn't
what they
really hear
doing.
much of it last year, but I'm sure there's people that thought they got the #1 pick last year because Zion was the big name.
Shit, they went to Zion. They was like, fuck, we lost Davis, we're gonna get Zion. And you got fucking what's his name from 76ers? Brett Brown underachieving every fucking year with his squad.
That guy's a bum as a coach.
He's okay. I don't even know I should say he's okay. He should be doing more with the squad that he has. How you have Jimmy Butler on the team? Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Who else was on there? Who else was on the team? Tobias Harris. Yeah, I don't even. You had Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. I still don't go to motherfucking finals.
Well, to be fair, I mean, last year they did a little bit better because they went to Game 7 and then they lost in that Kawhi shot. So
they should they shouldn't have not they should not have gone to Game 7. If I'm honest,
I know, right? They had more talent than Toronto.
I mean Toronto's
Minus
well balanced,
Kawhi.
but why did you got Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, and wait, wasn't JJ Redick on there last year?
I think so.
And y'all, come on, why was it a Game 7?
They did go to Game 7.
No, but why was it?
Oh,
All that talent, that should be at least a Game 5. So that shit blew me. Brett Brown's still gonna be the coach this year. Them niggas they're gonna lose in the first round. They should lose in the first round. Don't y'all play them?
if you think that Sixers last year not winning was bad, it was even worse. What was it, the year before? When they played the Celtics and the Celtics beat them in 5 games? Terry Rozier leading the pack?
Y'all should beat them in 4 games. Y'all should beat them in 4 games.
Oh, so Phillies, they definitely should have won that series.
And how the fuck, also, since we talk about Boston, how the fuck Boston has a better record with Kawhi last year than this year?
Who, Toronto?
No, Boston. Didn't y'all record last year with Kawhi was better than this year?
Well, it would have been better because half the games got cut out, so they won, 48 and 23?
Yeah.
They didn't lose most of the season. They would have won more than 49 games. Which they won last year, and they should have won way more.
NBA stopped there and fucked up every game. I guarantee you, off the wall team might win this shit. I will not put it past.
You think some weird team's gonna win it?
Yup, I won't be surprised. An off the wall team wins.
Watch it be like the Rockets. I feel like they're the type of team that would.
No, OKC.
OKC.
Okay, for real. Imagine the finals. OKC versus fucking the Magic.
Oh, if the Magic make it.
Now, let me be more serious. The Nets.
I feel like the Heat would be a weird team if they made it.
I think the Heat might be the best choice to make it, besides the Bucks or Raptors. The Heat got a lot of new talent on there, so
Seed are they 4?
I think they're 4th seed. How would you feel the Heat won it all?
I'd probably put an asterisk on it.
Yeah.
I don't think the Heat. I don't think they're a bad team. I just don't think they're championship caliber.
You got Bam, Butler, Hero. Who just got injured the other day in that meaningless game against the Kings? Was it the
Did
Kings?
they beat us?
Somebody got injured.
Right?
Who's the one that won the dunk contest?
Oh, Derek Jones.
Yeah, he just got injured in the meaningless game.
Or is he just one of those guys who wins the dunk contest and you never hear from again?
Wade helped him win that dunk contest.
Oh yeah, that was rigged.
But everybody wants to talk about the bullshit with LeBron, but nobody talks about Wade, the fuck those shit Wade do though.
Like they were just handing out 50s at the end, and then they were eventually just like, fuck it. You know, they went so many rounds, just like, yeah, we just gotta end this. And then Dwayne Wade gives Aaron Gordon like an 8 on the last dunk and screws him out of winning.
Right. Wade said, I gotta protect the Heat at all costs.
Now, who did he play the first round? Indiana? Yeah, they'll beat Indiana.
Who else? What else happened in the NBA? Who would you say is the MVP bubble?
In the bubble?
Yeah, the MVP of the bubble.
Damian Lillard.
Some people say it should be Booker since they undefeated. The Suns ain't playing no bullshit teams. They play every 500-plus team and beat them.
That's true. I mean, Portland did end up making the playoffs, even though
the Suns were undefeated. And Portland lost games.
Didn't they beat the Clippers?
Suns beat the Clippers. They beat everybody. The Suns beat everybody they had to. Dallas. Then Dallas beat the Bucks, so Dallas beat the Clippers. I can't remember.
I mean, Portland barely beat the Nets. They lost out of the playoffs because they almost lost to the Nets.
Oh, man. Towns.
And who's the other guy? TJ Warren. He was going off every game.
Until he played Jimmy Butler again. So he did.
I don't know what happened that game, but
he did
against somebody.
He digivolve or Pokevolve. He went to Charizard. When he played Jimmy Butler game, he went back to Charmander.
Now, do you think there's gonna be any upsets in the first round?
The only upset that people might consider is Clippers, not Clippers. Two upsets I can see. Dallas beat Clippers, and
Clippers gonna play Dallas round one.
I can see Dallas beat Clippers. And another upset that could happen, to me, it's not an upset, but people consider an upset, is OKC over Rockets.
So what matchup is that? Was that the 4-5 matchup, or is that?
I'm not sure what the stand is. John's the expert on the standings.
I don't know the exact standings. If the Clippers going to play Dallas, that's a tough series to start off.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if Dallas would win, but
they have a chance. If Luka goes off.
They beat the Bucks that game.
Luka goes off. Giannis need to stay out of foul trouble.
I know, right? Like, I've seen like there was that Celtics game where he fouled out, but then they overturned it, and then the same thing in the Mavericks game. He fouled out, but they overturned the foul call. What's this dude fouling everybody for?
For real. And what else? I mean, I don't see nobody. What upset is there in the East? Bucks played the fucking Magic. That should be over.
Then Raptors against Brooklyn. Brooklyn's we got like nobody on the team.
What will be an upset? Portland over Lakers? I mean, that's not really upset because everybody said Portland going to beat the Lakers. So it's not upset. And everybody says Lakers are going to lose to Portland.
I'd love to see it happen. Portland's not going to beat the Lakers.
I know you would. I bet you have a celebration.
I'd love to see it, but Portland's not going to beat them.
I bet you have a
celebration. Drops like 80 points a game. That ain't happening. Even though the Lakers have looked like trash in the bubble.
Lakers better turn it up because nigga had a fucking resurrect the Drake curse to help them.
I gotta see what's the other matchups, or what's the seeding. Well, the seeding doesn't matter too much because there's no home court advantage. Oh, so the Nuggets were 3. They're playing the Jazz. And then the Rockets are 4 playing the Thunder.
I'm going for Thunder, man. Russell Westbrook out in the first round. Let's go OKC. Chris Paul going to pull up. Be like, yo, James Harden, what was all that shit you was talking? Got me traded last year.
Yeah, the Rockets. I don't trust the Rockets. I feel like they could be like the OKC of the last few years when they had Paul George and Melo. All that talent and getting knocked out in the first round. Getting knocked out by rookie Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. Hey, Prince, remember you said that OKC team was the only team that could beat the Warriors with KD? What happened, Prince? They got knocked out in the first round by a fucking rookie named Donovan Mitchell.
He actually thought that team could beat the Warriors.
Yup, he said the only team. He said OKC. He said there's Hoodie Melo, there's Paul George, there's Russ.
Hoodie Melo. He's one of those Melo guys, isn't he?
He said Melo should have won Rookie of the Year.
Well, didn't he win Rookie of the Month every year? Well, they do that like Eastern Conference, Western Conference, Rookie of the Month. So
that's what I'm trying to figure out. How the fuck is Zion going to win Rookie of the Year? And he barely won any months.
Oh, they're going to – don't you worry. They'll find a way.
For real. Who do you think should be the coach for the Pelicans?
Who actually should be the coach?
Yep.
I don't even know who's out there for coaches.
Everybody keeps saying this basic-ass name of you-know-who. Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson.
I don't even think Mark Jackson wants to coach anymore.
Man, Mark Jackson's never going to coach in the league again.
Like, he did a good job and still got fired.
They don't want Mark Jackson telling the players they can't curse in the locker room. They don't want Mark Jackson showing the players his conjugation during practice.
Well, I heard the story was, who was that dude who came out as gay? What was it, Jason Collins?
Oh, you heard that story too, huh?
Yeah, when he said he was gay, that somebody asked Mark Jackson, "What if somebody was gay in your locker room?" Mark Jackson goes, "Not in my locker room."
Where the fuck is Jason Collins at?
And I guess like was it the GM of the Warriors is gay or something?
Yeah, that shit funny.
He got offended by that.
That shit funny. Mark
Jason
Jackson's
Collins, that dude was a bum, anyways.
shit. Paul George still play basketball, so I don't know why people tripping.
Who does?
Paul George?
Yeah, we know Paul George still plays basketball.
You didn't hear about that story about how he was scamming, how he was fucking Tina Trump when he was in her account. He was hacking her account and trying to scam basketball players for dick pics and shit.
Oh, I remember that. I
So
remember hearing something like that.
Paul George, I mean, he's in the league.
Yeah, but Paul George is a superstar. Jason Collins was trash.
Oh man, what should go some Kelly Oubre?
I think he's better than people give him credit for.
Some people said
Like, he
that,
kind of broke out this year.
and they said he kind of held the Suns back because the Suns are undefeated without him because he's injured.
Oh, he's injured?
Yeah, he wasn't even playing
Oh,
during the bubble.
I
I
don't
don't
really
know.
watch the Suns games, so I don't know if he's one of those guys who puts up stats and his teams don't win, or
Somebody said the reason why they was like having struggle because it's like two alphas leading instead of just being only Booker leading. Someone was like they should trade pieces for Kelly Oubre.
yeah, Oubre's not an alpha. Like, it's Devin Booker's team.
And people was like, Devin Booker should be traded. He should, blah 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 blah. Got turned the
Like, I'm
fucking
looking at his
scandal.
stat line. He's got a couple 30-point games, high 20-point games. 'Cause I
Nice.
remember he was on the Wizards. I thought the dude was a bum. We got into that fight with Kelly Olynyk.
Who won?
I don't remember. Didn't he shove Kelly Olynyk for no reason?
Can't remember.
Something like that
I know
happened.
Kelly. Oh, I know Kelly's a pussy. Your cat. Wait, Kelly, you just named.
Yeah, I think he pushed Olynyk with Olynyk had his back turned or something.
You remember LeBron threw the ball at Olynyk nuts?
Threw the ball to Olynyk's nuts. I don't.
It was payback for what he did to Kevin Love. It's on YouTube, man.
Yeah, check that out. I don't exactly remember that. But I remember Draymond Green saying Kelly Olynyk was a dirty player.
A dirty
'Cause we
player
all
knows
know,
a dirty player knows a dirty player, huh?
we know how clean Draymond is.
Draymond kicking people in the nuts and shit.
Yeah, that's why I said that's what we were trying to tell Prince yesterday. The Draymond only got suspended in that finals because he should have been suspended the series before.
Wasn't he kicking everybody in nuts during the whole playoffs?
Yeah.
I could have
And
sworn
then
he kicked
about
7
it,
people in the nuts.
when they asked him about it, he's like, "Oh, you can't tell me where my leg's supposed to go when I shoot." Like, yeah, who shoots and kicks their leg up that high? I never seen no
Bruce
shit like
Bowen?
that before.
Bruce Bowen?
Yeah, Bruce Bowen wasn't kicking people in the dick though.
He was kicking people in the face. What's your thoughts on Rondo coming back for the Lakers?
He ain't coming back.
Supposed to come back second or third round.
They make it that far because it's what everybody says. Portland's taking them out.
You know they be building the hell out those narratives for LeBron teams. I never once heard them ever say LeBron's going to win against this person in the series ever. I know you don't care for LeBron, but we being honest, when have they ever said LeBron should win in this series in the playoffs? They always say the other team was going to win. Remember when the Bulls were supposed to go all the way to the finals? MVP Derrick Rose cannot be denied. What happened? What happened?
They lost like 5 games. They got their ass beat.
Let Prince tell you they got screwed. It was shout out to Prince.
And then there was a series against the Pacers. One of them actually won 7 games, I think.
The time when they was facing Victor Oladipo in his prime.
No, it's like when Paul George like really broke out.
Oh yeah. They said the Pacers were gonna win.
Yeah.
Remember when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals? And they said Atlanta Hawks was gonna win because they was #1 seed.
The Atlanta. Bro, I knew Cleveland was gonna destroy.
It was like team. It's still like they're gonna win. They have 4 All-Stars. They got 4 All-Stars. Atlanta Hawks #1 seed. LeBron cannot beat them.
They had like 4 of the weakest All-Stars you could ever imagine.
And what was after that?
It was like Al Horford.
Oh, LeBron can't beat this Bulls team. You got Arias and Jimmy Butler. You got Nate Robinson. Lights out every night. Just in case they make it, Derrick Rose might come back if he feeling it.
But people think Nate Robinson was still a threat in like 2014?
No, Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was balling like 2013, 2012.
Right. He was balling though, but them niggas didn't even resign that nigga next year for that shit. They just cut him loose. We don't need you. Grimy as hell. And they traded Derrick Rose. What else was happening? Oh. Wait. The Raptors. DeMar DeRozan. Kyle Lowry. LeBron can't stop them.
He can't stop DeMar DeRozan. Bro, they destroyed DeMar DeRozan.
I can't remember a team they actually said LeBron can beat in the playoffs. Because
LeBron pretty much ruined DeMar DeRozan's career.
And they got rid of that nigga next season. As soon as LeBron left, their only threat was LeBron because they couldn't beat him. So as soon as he left, they traded DeMar DeRozan. I mean, the trade did work out. They did win a ring.
Well, yeah, because Kawhi wanted out of San Antonio and Popovich was being petty. So he's like, oh, I'm going to send this dude to Toronto. And he goes out and wins a championship with them. I'm still pissed because that easily could have been the Celtics last year. But
Spurs ain't make the playoffs.
I know, what's that, the first time in like 20 years or something?
For real. You know how people always bitch about the Spurs though. Remember the time the Clippers beat them in the first round? Niggas was like, they should never had to play the Clippers. But yeah, Charles Barkley is a fool. So when the Clippers played Spurs in the first round, they should never have played them. It's a shame the Spurs is out the first round. He was campaigning that the Spurs got screwed, but now all of a sudden Portland must face the Lakers. So you telling me you can't pay for not best games, while now you can't pay for best games?
No, the Spurs didn't get screwed. They did. I remember when they had to play the Clippers. It was something like there was a bunch of teams who were all within like a game of each other between like the 3 and like the 7 seed. In San Antonio, all they had to do was win the last game of the season. They would have been like a 3 seed. Instead, they lost and dropped to like a 6 seed. And then they had to play the Clippers. And what was they losing 7 games?
And Nick Chris Paul hit that shot on their ass too.
The only clutch thing Chris Paul's ever done.
Shoot, that's Pop's fault, man.
Now, those
everybody wants Popovich to go out. Popovich should go out, with a championship. Russ, the fuck all that bullshit. Popovich had his time.
All right, he ain't gonna win a championship. The Spurs ain't gonna win a championship anytime soon. I think their stuff is over.
DeMar DeRozan a fucking role player now.
Tim Duncan ain't coming back.
LaMarcus Aldridge, nobody cares for.
Yeah, he's good, but
Is he
what
like
he,
the is he like the best player, one of the best centers that nobody talks about?
yeah, he's up there. Well, he was playing in Portland most of his career. Nobody cares about Portland.
He should have stayed in
You're a
Portland.
legit superstar like Dame.
He should have stayed in Portland.
I remember, like, I wanted him to come to the Celtics. He was a free agent that year.
You want
I
everybody to
remember,
go to the Celtics.
nah, I remember it was this dude, A. Sherrod Blakely. He's like our big reporter. He was like, yeah, there's like a 40% chance the Celtics are gonna sign LaMarcus Aldridge. And they didn't even have a meeting with LaMarcus Aldridge. They didn't even have a meeting with him. So how are you gonna sign him?
How you feel about losing Terry?
Terry Rozier?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it at all because he was a part of the problem last year.
What you mean? Elaborate.
Like all the problems the team was having, Terry Rozier was having a big mouth too. Like after they lost to Milwaukee, they asked him about the season. He's like, "Oh, nobody had to sacrifice more than me because his minutes got cut down because they had so much talent on the roster. You can only give so many minutes to so many people."
Oh yeah, they did cut. Oh yeah, because Kyrie was there.
'Cause Kyrie came back, even though Kyrie's good for missing some games. Like you still had to get Marcus Smart his minutes. So he was pretty much like the third point guard. Back to being the third point guard after pretty much carrying the team to within one game of the finals. Or helped carry the team.
Right, right. So yeah, that's what happened. Damn. How you feel about
I mean,
Hayward? Do you think if Hayward would never got injured, how you think Jason Tatum would have blossomed? Because Hayward got injured, so Jason Tatum had a starting position.
I think he still would have blossomed at the same rate. Because he still would have been a starter. Because Brad Stevens likes to do positionless basketball, so they would start Tatum at like power forward. And Hayward still would have been the small forward. But I wonder, like, how different would Gordon Hayward's career be in Boston if he didn't get that injury? Like, would
I think
people
his career would have been better.
like, yo, would Celtics fans still be going into all these Facebook groups saying trade Gordon Hayward?
The shit's funny because he could have a good game. I see your post. Yeah, good job, Hayward.
Yeah, he'll
Then
have
he
a
has
good
a then he has a shitty game. You be going in. Trade that motherfucker.
because no, the thing with Gordon Hayward is he'll have a great game against a crappy team and then go out and play against a good team and score like 4 points. He did that all the time last year. I'm just like, yo, if we ever play the Minnesota Timberwolves in the finals, he'll be finals MVP. For some reason, whenever they played Minnesota, he dropped like 30 points. Then I remember them playing against the Warriors, he dropped like 4.
Maybe he was letting Brown and Tatum do their thing, or Al Horford. Yeah, how you feel about losing Al Horford?
Oh, I could care less. He's probably the most overrated player in Celtics history.
Damn. They said Al Horford was that nigga. He
I
made
think he was
All-Star
overrated.
team. Hold
I
on,
didn't mind the I didn't mind the player. I just thought he was way overpaid.
I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink, though.
Right.
Fuck, I'm thirsty as fuck. I'm parched. Fuck. Who the fuck messaged me?
I just had a thought about Al Horford. What was it? Oh, there was people in this Celtics group yesterday talking about how we signed Al Horford because it was supposed to lure in KD.
Oh,
and I thought
yeah.
about it. And I thought about it. And I'm like, so yo, these people thought that KD would rather play with Al Horford than Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I mean, it was a weak move KD did, but I mean, if you were a star player, who would you rather play with, Curry and Thompson or Al Horford? I still don't even get what was the connection between Al Horford and
I don't
Kevin
know. I
Durant?
know Philly offered him a lot.
Oh yeah, Philly overpaid. They overpaid for him even worse than the Celtics.
You know what's so funny about it? Philly got that nigga come off the bench.
Yeah, because he's been absolute garbage. He went from being average Al to useless Al.
He should be starting now because Ben Simmons is injured.
Oh, I hope he does start. I hope the Celtics just fuck his day up every game in this playoff series. I hope Brown and Tatum just take turns dunking on his head.
So if they get swept, do you think that'd be the breaking point for Brett Brown being fired?
I don't know if they'd fire him just for the simple fact.
Because you got to say, fuck trusting the process. You've been saying that shit for 10 years now.
Bro, the process, it's overrated.
Wait, who was the chosen ones?
Other than
Nerlin Noel, and who else?
Other than hitting on Simmons and Embiid, what did they really do?
Nerlin Noel, and who else? It was somebody else they had. They in the Pelicans right now.
Neil Okafor, who he did nothing. Is he even still in the league?
Yeah, he's on the Pelicans.
Is he on the Pelicans?
Yep. He be playing good on the Pelicans too. But trust the process. And what's their whole association with getting Simmons every fucking draft pick?
Getting Simmons and what?
Every draft pick, they always get a center. Maybe like Buddy.
Oh yeah, there's a year they took like 3 centers in a row.
Yeah, so I ain't get that shit.
They took Nerlens, and they took Okafor, and then they took Embiid. I know Nerlens was the first center they took. Then I don't know if it was Okafor was next or if it was Embiid.
And they always on the same roster at the same time.
I think they took Embiid next because when they took Okafor, people like went ballistic that they took Okafor. Like I thought they were gonna take like Russell or something. They should have taken Russell.
You probably would have switched with somebody else
No,
too.
was Russell the pick before? Didn't he go number 2?
Which draft you talking about?
I don't know. I want to say 2015 maybe.
I can't remember. I just know the dumbest pick of the draft had to be Anthony Bennett.
Yeah.
How you draft Anthony Bennett over fucking Giannis?
Well,
Giannis was in the same fucking draft.
Well, Giannis wasn't like as known as he is now.
Still though, look at his height. And he was a small forward.
That's what I said the same thing about him and Paul George. Like you look at a guy, they're listed as a shooting guard, and they're like 6'10" or 7 feet tall, and you're gonna take that guy? Like fuck, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
What made him take Bennett anyway?
If he can't shoot, he can at least probably rebound, and then you just work on the shooting with him.
Shit, Cavs don't know how to draft niggas. They drafted. Wait. Kawhi was a good draft, but man, they had Kawhi, Deion Waiters, Tristan Thompson, and who else was on that team? Niggas couldn't touch the playoffs at all.
The Cavaliers didn't win a championship because of the way they drafted. I can tell you that. And they were another one. They kept getting the number 1 pick every year.
Niggas felt sorry for them because they lost LeBron.
This is the year after LeBron left, they got the number 1 pick.
Hey, remember, you gotta remember. Fucking when that shit happened, right? The Cavs owner and the dude from Dallas, they both were letters to the commissioner and complained about CP3 throwing trade to the Lakers.
Yeah, because they thought it'd be an unfair advantage. But yeah, nobody vetoed Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
Right?
Like, if you're going to veto something, you should have vetoed that. That was ridiculous.
Why they didn't veto that shit?
Those were the two most uninteresting seasons of the NBA I ever watched in my life.
How would you feel if they let that shit? How would you feel Giannis went to the Warriors?
He went to the Warriors.
Everybody keeps saying Giannis gonna go to the Warriors, but that don't make sense how Giannis' personality is. His personality, he doesn't want to practice other superstar players. They always talk about
I'm pretty
that shit.
sure he's one of those guys. He's like, yeah, I'm loyal to the Bucks. I mean, can't really trust everything everyone says.
Yep.
But that's what he's claiming. He's claiming he wants to be a Buck.
We see how long.
I mean, if they don't even get to the finals this year, I don't know. He might be looking for his way out the door. Because let's be real, the Bucks. I don't even think they're that talented of a team outside Giannis and Middleton. But Giannis is that good; they just keep winning games.
You say you aren't that much talented?
I don't think they're that talented of a team outside Giannis and Middleton. Like Bledsoe's okay. Brook Lopez is okay, but he's nothing special.
Yo, remember that time when everybody thought Brook Lopez was all that on the Nets?
Yeah, like last year. If you look at that Celtics Bucks series last year, after Giannis, who would you say was the best player in that series?
I don't remember the series that much.
It was a series the Celtics won game one, and they got our hopes up that they were finally going to turn it around, and then they got smoked the rest of the time.
I do remember when everybody thought Brook Lopez was the best thing ever since sliced bread on the Nets. They're like, oh, the Nets got KG. They got Paul Pierce. They got AK-47.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I bought into the hype of that team too. But I only bought into the hype because of how much I like KG and Pierce. Like I thought that team was actually gonna do something. Instead, what they go like? They won like 42 games, 43 games. Almost lost to the Raptors in the first round.
Everybody brought to that damn hype.
Then they played the Heat. People were like, "Oh, Brooklyn's gonna be the team to challenge the Heat." Before the season, everyone thought Brooklyn was gonna beat the Heat.
Then Brooklyn, yeah, that's another series. People say LeBron will lose. Everybody picked Brooklyn Nets to beat
when the series came, no one really picked Brooklyn because of the season they had. But before the season, everyone was hyping up Brooklyn.
But that summer, AK-47, KG, Paul Pierce.
Like I was hyping up that Nets team too, but that's only because I love Pierce and Garnett.
Okay, I got a question for you. It's off. It's a little basketball, but a little bit off it. What movie is better? And you can only say one. Uncut Gems or the Joker movie?
Uncut Gems of the Joker movie?
Yep.
Oof. I mean, I personally like the Joker better just because I love that character. But Uncut Gems, those are like those are definitely my two favorite movies that came out last year was Uncut Gems and Joker. If you really think about it, both ending scenes in each movie were kind of similar in their own way. They were kind of similar. Some dude getting his brains blown out.
Yeah. And you said that's how you want to go out?
Yeah, that's how I want to die. So I want to be the Celtics winning the championship, not winning a second round series against the Sixers, the 8-seeded Sixers. Put me in a It was the Celtics play the Lakers in the finals this year. Put me in a room with John. And in Game 7, if the Celtics beat the Lakers,
Who you want to take the final shot?
just start acting all obnoxious, and then John just blows my brains out. I can die happy.
I don't know who would be more happier. If the Boston win the championship, or John if the Lakers win the championship, or John if the Chargers win the championship.
I think John would I think John would cry for the rest of his life if the Chargers won a championship.
John might just die of happiness if the Chargers win a
Really?
series.
That'd be to him. That'd be better than him sleeping with Becky Lynch if the Chargers won a championship.
Oh
You
shit!
should ask John that. Like, what would you rather do? Sleep with Becky Lynch or watch the Chargers win a championship?
I think I asked him that shit one time. I can't remember his answer.
Well, let's ask him again.
Oh man,
Even the Lakers, like he's at least seen the Lakers win championships.
he's seen the Lakers win championships, but he never seen the Chargers win championships. That will be the pinnacle of his life. Chargers winning. Going out.
The Chargers, they're an annoying ass team. They've had so much talent over the years, and they just wasted pretty much all of it. They had Ladainian, like that team in 2006. Oh my god, that team was so good, and they lost to, like one of the worst Patriots teams in the last 20 years.
Shit happens, man. You see what happened to the Falcons with the Patriots.
That's why the NFL, it's only one game. Anything can happen in one game.
Do you think they will ever do a best of 7?
No. That would take way too long.
It's more money though.
Yeah, it's more money, but they make enough money as it is. I don't think they don't really need to make. They don't really need to make it like a best of 7 playoff series. Plus, that adds other weeks into the year. Like you still need an off season.
That shit would be long though.
You know how much time that would cut into the off season if they did that?
Unless them niggas play two football games a week.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that. Like, dude, the NFL players complain enough when they have to play a Sunday game and then play that Thursday night game. That Thursday night game they play every year, all the teams bitch about that.
So, in your opinion, what's a better sport, football or basketball? Are you gonna pick your Boston Celtics or are you gonna pick your Raiders?
Well, I enjoy watching the Celtics a lot more than I enjoy watching the Raiders.
What's your favorite Celtic team of all time?
Well, obviously the 08 team.
Oh, you mean the Big Four?
The Big Four. Not the Big Five, dude. They had Scalabrini.
Tony Allen, Jeff Green, Sam Cassell and that bitch.
PJ Brown, they signed in like the middle of the year.
I remember them niggas.
I remember PJ Brown hit that big shot against Cleveland, which that shit, dude, I remember that shit being so annoying going 7 games every series. That shit was pissing me off. They couldn't win a game on the road. They went 7 games with the fucking Hawks, who won like 35 games that year.
They won 35 games that year. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. They were
Wait. You telling me the Hawks made the playoffs that year?
Yeah, that was like Al Horford's rookie year or something.
Oh, fuck?
What was it? I think they had like Josh Smith on that team. Remember Josh Childress?
Oh yeah, I remember his
Dude with
ass.
the afro, he was on that team.
Oh man, I'm playing 2K right now. I'm doing a fantasy draft. And I'm gonna tell you
And
my team so far. I got Giannis, Steve
you
Adams.
give yourself the #1 pick.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. I got #1 pick, but it's like that draft that you get #1 pick and you
Yeah,
get
then you
you
don't
pick
pick.
two pick. Yeah, it skips
Then you
rounds.
don't pick all the way to the end.
Yeah,
Like an actual fantasy football draft.
so I
Yeah,
got
are you still in the draft,
yeah. That's what I'm
bro?
trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My point guard. I got
Yo, you got
Giannis. I got Adams. I got Drew Holiday. I got Bridges. Who should be my point guard? I got Gordon Dragons
Lonzo
is
Ball.
free. Fuck
Lonzo
Lonzo Ball,
Ball.
trash ass.
Lonzo Ball.
Niggas will make up so much to present Lonzo. I can name 15 playmakers right now in the draft still. Dragic, George Hill, Reggie Jackson, Terry Rozier,
Oh, I'd take Terry
Thomas,
Rozier.
Jeff T, Kendrick Nunn, Mike Conley, Alfred Payton, Trey Brooke, Monte Morris, Patty Mills, Tobias Napier, Darius Collison, DJ Augustine. Come on. All these
Dude,
playmakers.
these are dudes still in your draft.
Huh?
These are dudes still in your draft.
Yeah. Who should I draft for a point guard?
I'd actually probably go Terry Rozier.
Boston bias.
You got the talent there.
I'm looking at his okay.
The thing about Terry Rozier, like I thought, like yeah, he could be a starting point guard in the league, but on a bad team, like kind of like right now, he was on Charlotte. That team sucks. So of course he's the starting point guard. No, you put him with Giannis. Or actually, no, he'll probably steal shots from Giannis. Yeah, I might even go Alfred Payton.
I already drafted Terry. I got Terry now.
Alfred Payton's pretty underrated.
What's your thoughts on Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Nah, I know who you gotta pick. You gotta pick Bol. The new Bulls kid.
Oh yeah.
You
I
gotta
could get him
pick
late
him.
in the draft.
Bro, he's nasty in 2K.
He is, huh?
Like yeah, like he develops so quickly and like bro, he's like 7 feet tall, he can bang threes from anywhere. Like yo, I'm playing a game right now, he's got 20 points.
What team you playing him with?
I did some like expansion team. I did like my league, but like I did like an expansion draft and just this expansion team.
Yeah.
That's why because you do like an expansion draft. When you do expansion teams, and I saw Bol there, I'm like, all right, I'm picking this motherfucker.
Bobo. Let me see.
Yo, I remember doing my GM, and I remember being like a couple years into the future, and Bol, he was winning like 6th man of the year, averaging like 30 points a game. I'm like, what the fuck?
You sent him to G League or you just let him be?
No, I was doing my GM. And like whatever team he was on, he was dropping like 30 points a game off the bench.
The fuck?
Like, yo, he's nasty in 2K. Dude, I wanted the Celtics to draft him, but they didn't. We took Grant Williams instead, which I don't mind him, but this guy, did he even play much this year? Bol?
I don't think he did with the Nuggets.
Yeah, I feel like if the Nuggets develop him, they could make him a really good player. That could be a steal of the draft.
I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is fucking raw.
They got him in the lottery though, didn't they?
They thought he was gonna be trash because he had a back injury.
Yeah, he had all them injuries. No, he had a pretty good year, didn't he?
Yep. He was going off. Who the fuck is this chick? There's so many different chicks on fucking online. Makes no sense.
What do you got chicks on your lawn, dude?
Yeah. Have you seen that new movie with Jamie Foxx, Project Power?
No.
Are you planning to see it?
I don't even know what it was. It on Netflix or is it like an actual movie?
Netflix.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it.
Oh yeah, you be working and shit. Shit, you off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh
Take 2
shit.
days off in a row.
What you about to do? You gonna hit the bar?
Probably just gonna play 2K.
You gonna catch on WCW?
Catch up, catch up a little bit. Bro, we gotta talk about WCW never making Beetlejuice world champion.
Or let's talk about Sting burying Vampiro. All because he had the same type of face paint, even though Vampiro was using face paint before you.
Yo, Vampiro started his career way before Sting. Like, yo, Vampiro started in like the early 80s.
Sting was petty as hell. Or let's talk about. Matter of fact, did you ever watch TNA Sting?
I watched a little bit. I didn't watch TNA that much, but like the only reason like I usually tuned in was because Sting was on it.
TNA was straight. I like TNA. They're golden. TNA. I like TNA, man.
Like, I remember a
just hate
couple
a lot of
episodes
rings.
watching they had Sting in the rafters and shit.
And WWE
Giving
tried to
off those
copy
old
that shit.
WCW vibes.
WWE tried to copy that shit by having HBK do it. And look what the fuck happened. Killed Owen Hart.
Yeah, wasn't that like a ribbit Sting? They did that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's great. You fucking try taking a rib at another wrestler and end up killing one of your owns.
Shit crazy.
One of your best wrestlers, too.
Shit crazy, man. I'm looking at my squad now. They got Terry Rozier, point guard. Drew Holiday, shooting. Winslow, small forward. Giannis, proud forward. Steve Adams.
How do you feel about that controversy when Owen Hart died, that they continued the pay-per-view?
Man,
A lot of people should have
Vince
stopped
did
it.
not give a fuck. Vince said the show must go on.
Well, how long did he pretty much died? What, on the scene?
Shit, as soon as he fell, he died. Niggas, that hack into the black that go in like the dark web. You know they begging. You know they selling that footage of Owen Hart dying people.
Yeah, probably. Like I've tried seeing that footage, but I've never seen it.
They say when Owen Hart was falling, he told everybody, "Watch out!" He yelled, "Watch out!"
Yeah. Like it's something I want to see just to like see how it happened. I don't want to see it to like fucking make a mockery of it or anything. But like, don't you just like what? Don't you like just want to see what actually happened?
I mean, everybody wants to see what actually happened. People want to see what's that guy that died by the stingray?
Steve Irwin.
They want to see how he died. Because it was filmed. It was filmed.
The stingray put his shit right through his heart. That's how he died.
It was filmed, and the wife told the people to delete the footage.
Yeah, Vince McMahon is fucking. If some dude dying in the middle of the ring, falling 100 feet, ain't gonna get him to stop the show. A fucking global pandemic ain't gonna get him to stop the show either.
Stop the damn show.
Yo, did you watch SmackDown on Friday?
I heard about what happened.
I heard a little bit
Strowman
about that.
throwing Alexa Bliss, turning heel.
Yeah, what was good with that? Why do you throw her like that?
You don't give a fuck about that bitch.
Just tossing her around like a fucking rag doll.
You know some simps would have tried to save her. I save you, Alexa. I save you.
Like, what was it? It's like 2003 SmackDown when they used to beat the shit out of Stephanie McMahon. When Vince used to have Brock Lesnar beating the shit out of her when she was SmackDown GM. Yeah, I actually watched like a Stephanie McMahon interview on Howard Stern. I've been listening to like bad Howard Stern interviews and shit because it's fucking hilarious. Most of them are pretty hilarious. And they had Stephanie McMahon on. It's probably like 2003. Fucking Howard Stern's just hitting on her the whole time.
You talking about
Telling
Stephanie
her
McMahon?
Yeah. Howard Stern's like sitting there telling her how good her titties look and everything.
What was she saying?
I don't know, like she didn't really like seem uncomfortable with it. Cause I'm like, she probably knew how Howard Stern is. All his shows are like that.
Shit, you know what? Hey, you know who should I
Especially when
invite
he
to
brings
this?
in an attractive woman, he just sits there and hits on it the whole time.
You know who should I invite to this meeting?
So,
CA. I forgot he be
yeah.
out. Let me see what CA doing. You busy? Tell CA pull up, man.
No, I'd love to hear his takes on the current state of the WWE.
I gotta look for that Howard Stern interview now.
Bro, it's like a 30-minute interview with Stephanie McMahon. He like played an audio clip to her of China talking shit about her. This was like around the time she was started dating Triple H and they weren't married yet.
Oh, he's trying to fix his printer.
Like, yeah, Howard Stern, he goes to Stephanie McMahon. He's like, did you think Triple H was a little weird because he was dating a she-man?
What size? Yeah. It don't say the size. No, it don't say the price. Under the price, that's for something. Yeah, it's just the price. There's no size on there. That's the price. Oh, that's the price. No, don't open door. No, it was open. Let me see. CA. And Bill are shooting.
Shooting?
Yeah. Let's hold on.
This fucking whistle needs to stop. I need to get these dudes out of here. Bowl, 20 points, 10 boards.
Yo, CA said, what's up?
Time to get his ass in there. He's probably got some takes. Has he been watching WWE programming lately?
Yeah, he has. You know he's gonna say some funny shit.
I used to love every day in the group when Wrestle Nation was a thing.
Oh, you talking about before
When
the
he would
Creator
just
killed
set the
it?
entire
The whole wrestling
bro,
group.
bro, after every show, whether it be a pay-per-view or like a random Raw, he'd be like, I'm never watching this shit again.
Who killed
Then,
wrestling?
then the next show would come. There'd be like the discussion threads, and CA would be in there the whole time.
Him and Nick Crown.
Hasn't he been shitting on NXT lately too? Remember NXT used to be his shit.
I think I caught NXT this week when they tried to kill fucking Keith Lee. They threw a fireball in his face.
Bro, I haven't watched NXT and I caught the end of AEW because I got out of work at like 9:30, and it was Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy, and fucking Orange Cassidy beat him. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
Orange Cassidy. Is Orange Cassidy over?
What do you mean, like over with the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the crowd goes nuts whenever he goes in the ring. There are a lot of AEW fans are saying like he's not much now because like he needs his whole character, like he needs a crowd, and there's no crowd there now.
Speaking of Stephanie, I'm looking at the YouTube video. I'm reading the comment section. It said
The comment section of what, the Howard Stern Stephanie McMahon interview?
yeah.
I'm pretty
What
sure
was
Dave
that?
Chappelle was
Yeah, they said that's surprised Dave Chappelle was there.
Dave Chappelle was there.
They said Dave Chappelle was sizing Stephanie up.
Oh, he was. When Stephanie was young and hot as fuck. She's still hot as fuck. She's just a MILF now.
They said you could ask Stephanie questions like this was surprising.
I was like, dude, the questions they were asking her were fucking. Like Howard Stern was asking her if she loves anal and stuff.
What did she say to that? I didn't even hear.
I think she said she'd try it. She would try it with Triple H.
No, he didn't give a fuck.
But I know it's hilarious. This was definitely around the time of the Reign of Terror, and apparently Stephanie was writing for the company or helping write, and there was some fan like called in saying how she puts Triple H on TV way too much.
Yeah. CA said he's almost there. He said, hang on.
Like, yo, that was the Reign of Terror. The fucking glory years.
Oh,
The Reign of Terror. Bro, I remember being like a 9-year-old kid and like not like a, like not like going on like all these internet boards and like talking to wrestling fans over the internet. Like I didn't know people called that era the Reign of Terror till like probably I was like in like the late teens.
to the late teens, huh?
Yo, I remember that's like when I started getting into watching WWE heavy because I didn't really watch WWE that much because I was watching WCW. And I didn't really start watching WWE until like the WCW guys started going there, like when Scott Steiner and Goldberg finally showed up. And I just remember watching. I'm like, yo, Triple H is the champion like all the time.
I knew it was the Reign of Terror, like real. I think they said it was. I forgot when did they actually say Reign of Terror, but I knew it was that.
No, I didn't know they called it that, but then looking back, Triple H was always the fucking champion. What the fuck was that by Isaiah Thomas?
Same thing in the back. Triple H was always a fucking champion.
Bro, he was always the champion. I was like 9 years old. Me and my cousin, we used to watch WWE, and we hated Triple H.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think I watched more. I think I watched more when Goldberg came over because, like, I didn't even remember the Katie Vick storyline. Like, I don't remember watching that live. Like, I remember Goldberg's debut when he came out and speared The Rock.
You're next.
Dude, The Rock, dude. Heel Rock was so funny.
Yo, and Rock finally beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania.
I was it would like Stone Cold like not put him over? Like, what was the deal with that?
Remember? Well, 17, he had to do Hollywood movie shit. Remember?
Mm.
So it was always he was busy.
I remember seeing the Scorpion King.
The first one was dope. The rest
Even
I can't speak on.
He died in that one, didn't he?
Scorpion King?
Didn't somebody kill him in the Scorpion King?
I think he died in Mummy Returns.
One of those fucking movies.
It's weird looking back because wasn't Scorpion King like a hero in the first movie, but like in the Mummy Returns he was like the villain?
Yeah.
So it's weird looking back at that shit.
But no, because people will be like, yeah, The Rock finally beat Stone Cold, except it took him 3 rock bottoms to do it. Steve Austin, he played a little bit of politics himself.
Took him 3 rock bottoms.
He wasn't as bad as like Hulk Hogan, but
What dream match would you rather see? Rock and HBK or Rock and Sting?
I go Rock and Sting because I'm a Sting fan.
Let me get Kobe White.
Wasn't Sting's first match supposed to be The Rock? Or was it Kurt Angle?
Sting?
Yeah. Like they had him penciled in for like WrestleMania 17 or 18.
I think it was Kurt Angle.
But I know I'm pretty sure they wanted him to face The Rock too. At some point, so they could they could have buried him then.
They buried Sting still when he signed. It's funny because the feud, you hear Triple H talk about the WCW war. And Sting part, he wasn't even talking about WCW war. He said this ain't about no WCW. So it's like it's confusing. What the fuck is this feud about then?
No, that's the thing. Like you watch Wrestling with Regret?
I haven't in a minute.
But I remember he did an episode on Sting in WWE. Remember Sting's first Raw? When he opened the show for the
I don't remember it. What happened?
It was like his first time ever opening the show. And like in his promo, he was like, yeah, I'm not here to fight for WCW. That'd be ridiculous at this point. And yet then they go ahead and make the whole fucking thing about WCW.
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit now. WWE didn't know how to write for shit, man.
Bro, we didn't care. Like, fucking, like, holy shit, Vince McMahon. You guys won the fucking war. And you're still bringing it up 15 years later.
Vince petty as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man, is it
And
hot up there or cold, man?
uh, it's not that hot out today. Some days it's been pretty hot.
Some days.
It rains a lot though.
That's your TV?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My TV's like not even. My TV's on mute. It's probably just the controller. Does your PlayStation do that too? The sound comes through the controller.
Yeah.
I gotta put the squad back in.
It's like some weird noises happening. I'm gonna take my game off to 2K and go to WWE Network and see what's on WCW.
Fucking the San Francisco 49ers box match. It's probably like the best name for a wrestling match ever. Yeah, that's the match where Beetlejuice came in and punched Jeff Jarrett in the nuts. And Booker T won the championship.
Didn't Jeff Jarrett hit Beetlejuice after that?
Huh?
Didn't Jeff Jarrett hit Beetlejuice after that?
I don't know. You talking about when he hit him with the guitar?
Yeah.
I feel like that was. I feel like. I mean, I don't know like the whole story of it. I feel like that. If I were to guess, that probably happened at like the beginning of the night, and that's probably why Beetlejuice came in and interfered.
Yo, you heard what happened with your baby?
Oh,
Sonya.
nah, what happened?
A man arrested on kidnapping charge outside Sonya DeVille home.
Was someone trying to kidnap Sonya Deville?
I'm about to click on the link. You heard
Just
about?
for the record,
Oh, you heard about the hair versus hair match yet?
just for the record, it wasn't me. The what versus what?
The hair versus hair match.
Head versus head match?
Hair versus hair.
Oh nah.
Manny versus Sonya. Hair versus hair.
Yeah, Sonya's definitely gonna lose.
Manny ain't cutting no.
They ain't
Manny's not
cutting off Mandy Rose's hair.
for real.
Fucking Vince McMahon ain't cutting that shit off. When's that match supposed to be happening? Was that a SummerSlam match?
Huh? Yep, that's
Is
the
that
SummerSlam match.
Sonya and Mandy, hair versus hair.
Yep. I'm gonna send you the link real quick. Hold on.
Fucking they still feuding with each other?
Hold on 1 second.
What's Otis been up to? Is he still kicking it with Mandy Rose? Was this dude trying to kidnap Sonya Deville? What was he doing? Aggravated stalking, armed burglary. Yeah, whoever this guy is, he's an idiot.
What you said?
Whoever this guy is, he's an idiot.
So he was trying to kidnap her?
Sounds like it.
He wanted that pussy that bad?
According to police, Thomas had begun the abduction 8 months ago. Early Sunday morning, he waited on the property for 3 to 4 hours, cut a hole in the patio screen to listen and watch the homeowner who went to bed. And here's the part where he's fucking stupid. He entered through a sliding glass door, which set off the alarm.
He wanted that Sonya pussy that bad.
Bro, you know Sonya's, she probably doesn't have a ton of money, but she's got enough money to put an alarm in her house. And this idiot's
Hey,
fucking...
he wanted to taste her donuts.
I don't know if she wanted to taste him. He
Damn.
might have wanted what she was selling, but she didn't want what he was selling.
He wanted to taste her donuts, man. Did you ever see that video when she was eating the donuts and she drooled on that bitch?
No.
Yeah, like she bit the donut and she started drooling, bro. Manny was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, I remember that whole era of her and Mandy Rose like selling donuts and calendars and shit.
Hey, maybe you could put this over Sasha Banks. When Prince like Sasha is most desired, you be like, nah, Manny got Sonya had niggas stalking her. Went to kidnap.
True. Although Sammy Guevara said he wanted to rape Sasha Banks, so I don't know.
Somebody said, "Why you so quiet? What's on your mind?" And the meme said, "There's some hoes in this house." Somebody said you get a free month for Netflix. If you take, is this a joke?
What?
Let me see something. Hold on. 474747.
Yeah, I can't believe Brian Overton didn't show up.
Then he just messaged me. He
I'm gonna
said he
go
had
tell him.
family emergency. And we still waiting for CA. This shit ain't working. This bitch said text 474747 and you get a free month on Netflix.
Wait, what? Were you talking about getting free muffins from Netflix?
Yeah. That's what the bitch said. Text 4747. You try body armor yet?
Huh?
Try body armor yet?
Got a body what?
Body armor.
Body armor?
Yeah.
No, what would I need body armor for?
The drink. You ain't never had that drink?
No.
That bitch good as fuck. Oh, that shit almost started a Black Friday fight in Walmart today.
Yeah. Weren't you there on Black Friday when people were trying to fight each other?
Shit, wait till Black Friday this year. Niggas gonna be so close together with masks.
I don't even like shopping on normal days, so I ain't gonna fucking shop on no Black Friday.
They should create the real Black Friday. You have Rihanna, you have Trish Stratus in her prime, Jennifer Lopez in her prime, Halle Berry. What's that chick you like? She did that song with Juice WRLD.
Ellie Goulding?
Yeah.
Mo Bamba can't hit a fucking three, dude. He was hitting them threes earlier.
Yo, they got the picture of the dude, Bill.
Did they?
Yeah, he looked like Hornswoggle. I'm gonna tag you.
Like, oh. Is he a midget or is he like an actual? Is he a real dude?
He's a real dude. He just man, you gotta look at this picture.
Holy fuck, this dude does look like Hornswoggle. I'm about to go in these comment sections on Twitter and see if people are saying that.
What you said?
Oh, this dude in the tweet, he said, first of all, he looks like Hornswoggle. Secondly, why would he do that? Yo, this dude is a scrawny motherfucker. Look at how skinny his arms are.
Nigga, small as hell.
It feels like he hasn't picked up a weight in his life. He's out there trying to kidnap. Dude, Sonya Deville would probably fuck him up.
Oh, CA is here. CA is here.
Sonya Deville used to do that MMA. Was it her? Did she fight? Didn't she fight Shayna Baszler in a UFC fight or MMA?
I think they did. I have to Google it. But they was all around the same time. Yo, CA, we can't see you, bro. We can't see
hold
you.
up. You see me now?
Yeah.
Oh, you
What's
wrong
up?
fucking guy.
What's up, man?
Yo, you seen the post we tag you in? With the Sonya Deville kidnapper?
No, I ain't see it.
Bro, nigga look like Hornswoggle.
Hold on, let me find it. Wait, Sonya Deville got kidnapped?
Almost?
Someone tried to kidnap her.
Real life or like on the show?
Real life.
Yo,
Niggas wanted that pussy that bad.
that's crazy.
Hey, so this is something we could say to Prince now. Hey, Prince, Sasha's not the most desired. Sonya is. She almost got kidnapped.
Yeah, but then you gotta fucking take into consideration what Sammy Guevara said.
Damn. He was about to die for that Sonya pussy.
That'll be Prince's ammo.
So when you say he tried to kidnap her, like what did he do?
He tried to break in, but he went through the glass door and the alarm sound off.
Oh, in the article it says he like waited outside her house for like 3 to 4 hours. Then he like cut a hole in like the patio screen door or something, and he tried going through the glass door, and the alarm went off.
I'm surprised she didn't whip his ass. Like I'm surprised this isn't a picture of him with his face all beat up.
Bro, if the alarm didn't go off, he probably would have got his ass beat.
Who watching the game?
What game's playing?
I don't know. I just heard the horn.
Playing 2K.
Oh.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yo, hold up. You seen Cat Williams with a 6'9" wig on?
Nah. Cat crazy, man.
Bro, it's on fucking Twitter right now. Dude got a fucking 6'9" hair color. What the fuck's going on, man? Why all the crazy shit happening on Sunday?
I don't know.
Sunday, it's God's day. Dude,
For some reason, the way Bill said that was so sarcasm, man.
Yo, I found that picture of Cat. Yo, he look crazy as hell. He got braids and shit.
He went full 6'9".
I asked him, was this on Twitter?
I just sent you the link, Bill.
I just Googled it, and it's the first thing that popped up. Is a video.
This nigga look like Hornswoggle. He
Cat
looks
Williams
scrawny as hell.
Dressed as 6'9", but he got rainbow braids.
He did that for marketing, because if he just did a regular stand-up, it's not gonna much talk. But he dressed like 6'9", perfect way.
He's probably still trying to get over that kid that beat him up.
Cat weird because I don't know. Like when I watch his stand-up, he seemed regular, but every time I see him doing something, he always doing something crazy, getting choked out by a kid or smacking niggas at Target.
You know how they say niggas can only function at like probably a good 2 or 3 hours for one project, and they go back to their crazy selves?
Yeah. That's crazy. Cat Williams.
Shit. Like, I was watching Blade earlier, right? Part 1. And, bro, tell me why, when it got revealed his mom was still alive, right? You know, Salon Lethal with his mama. Why she was sexually harassing Blade, kissing on his lips and shit, rubbing his chest.
So now Lathan was his mom.
Yes, watch. Like, who got HBO Max?
I have it, but I don't know.
Watch Blade 1. Watch the first Blade. And go to the end when it was real. She's still alive. She's fucking sexual harassing Blade, bro, like on some incest shit.
Ew. I don't remember that.
I didn't remember that either.
I
was rewatching it. I didn't remember that shit either until I rewatched it this morning. Because I usually rewatch part 2 only. Because part 2 is my favorite one. Now I rewatched part 1. I'm like, part 1 good as fuck. Now, like, the end, Blade mom was like sexual harassing that nigga. I'm like, bro, she looked like she about to fuck that nigga. I was like, oh shit, Salon Lethal looked good because she was on the bed and all white. She had a little white toe polish. Ooh.
This picture looks like he's smashing. I'm looking up like scenes from the movie.
Bro, shit crazy. And the bitch from Blade, the chick that Blade was helping, she's the same bitch from that one movie back in the day. Fresh. Remember Fresh had that cokehead sister?
Yeah.
That's the same bitch.
She got a big ass forehead.
That's how I recognized her. Like, she was that same she was the same dark-skinned chick with a big ass forehead.
Oh, let me see. Fresh movie.
Bill don't give a fuck about Blade.
Yo, that is her. God damn.
Bill, I look like your screen froze, bro.
Who am I?
No, Bill's. But he's just not moving.
No, his screen froze.
Yo, Bill, your screen froze, man. Okay, his screen fixed now. That's a big-ass fan you got over your head.
I know, right? Nah, I just had a crazy game in 2K. Looking, Luka Doncic pulled up for 3 for the win, and he bricked it.
You using the maps?
Nah, I'm using the expansion team.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, Blade, first Blade, that shit was weird.
Yeah, I wish I remembered it. I only remember the third one. Like I remember parts of the third one. I remember when they had them But they put mercury in the vents or something,
Some shit.
and they started choking.
I didn't really watch the third one. I mean, I watched it, but I don't really go back to rewatch it because Wesley Snipes is barely in the movie. That's a stand-in. Anytime you
That was
see,
the one with Triple H.
yeah, anytime you see close-ups, that's not Wesley Snipes, man. They had a stand-in do shit. Wesley Snipes is barely in that movie. He hated Ryan Reynolds.
I thought he was a star.
Why they had beef?
You know how Ryan Reynolds' personality is jokingly and shit? Wesley ain't like that shit. No, matter of fact, he ain't like that shit. Also, Wesley choked the director.
Oh,
why? Wasn't Wesley Snipes the star of those Blade movies?
Yeah.
So shit like that happened. I watched Part 2 a lot because Part 2, they did a different kind of thing with the vampire shit. They had the other vampires, like it was more like parasites.
Yeah.
And they had that
I remember it.
Yeah, and that I think that Spanish chick, she kind of was bad. So I was like, let me watch Part 1. I watched Part 1. I said, damn, Part 1 pretty good. Then when Sanaa Lathan came back, she was in all white toe tips. She was sexual harassing Blade, rubbing his face. He said, don't touch me. That bitch was rubbing her lips on that nigga. I said, what the fuck? Shit was wild. Then I had to Google Sanaa Lathan ass.
Yeah.
But shit, let's see. What was your thoughts on WCW?
Like as a company?
Yeah.
I thought like back when I used to watch WCW, I only used to watch for the luchadors. And so like Goldberg got hot, and then I was like, because it was just a circus then. Like they was just doing anything. I remember one night Regal injured like 3 people, but it was an angle. It was like he had this submission. I think he was calling it like the Regal stretch or something, and he kept putting people in this submission. But the whole episode was crazy. Like it was just so much shit going on. But I remember he was just like that was like the last thing I remember Regal doing before he ended up in WWE, or he ended up
Regal versus Goldberg match.
I remember him kind of embarrassing Goldberg.
Like
I like Goldberg. I didn't know how bad he was until he got to WWE, and they kind of exposed him.
Thinking about WCW matches, like if like people, you know how people do the whole Mount Rushmore of WCW, right? It's always Sting, Flair, Hogan. And I was like, bro, it won't hurt to put a cruiserweight up there. People like, why? If you think about it, okay, for match wise, who had the best matches? All the time.
For match wise,
cruiserweights.
If you're doing WCW Mount Rushmore,
if you take away the cruiserweights, who had the best match? While naming DDP or Randy Savage.
Those early like Sting Vader matches.
Sting and Macho Man probably had the best matches outside of that.
Take away DDP, take away Savage, and take away Sting and Vader. Who had the best matches and without naming cruiserweights either?
Probably didn't say Hulk Hogan because a lot of his matches were fucking terrible.
Yeah, probably.
I don't remember one Hogan match in WCW that was dope. Someone will say Hogan versus Goldberg. That shit was whack.
Wait,
that match sucked.
What was that Goldberg match we watched that one time?
With Prince?
Remember? Yeah.
Hogan and Goldberg. That was whack.
That's what that was?
Yep.
I don't remember the
match, right?
It was Nitro because Goldberg won the championship.
Yeah.
Bro, that match, like the match itself wasn't even that great. Like they were mostly just walking around the ring and putting each other in holds.
Prince
until the climax, Goldberg steered
Prince
him.
be hyping that match up, Prince.
The thing about that match is it's one of those. It's like a Marvel movie, like part 2 of a Marvel movie. Like it's making a bigger point to get to something else, so you don't like Age of Ultron was good, but it wasn't as good as the first Avengers or the third one because it didn't have to be. So that match was good in context, but if you take it out of context and just watch it as a match, it sucks.
I mean, you're giving it a lot of credit. I can't put it up there with Age of Ultron.
I'm not saying it's as good. I'm just making a comparison of out of context. It's a different. Like when you think about the fact that Age of Ultron was setting up all this other stuff, it's not so bad of a movie. But if you just watch it as is, it doesn't work as well.
Okay, someone will ask, what did that match set up besides Hogan getting the title back and Kevin Nash breaking the streak?
That's it.
So the whole purpose, someone would say, so the whole purpose was really just to let Goldberg get the title, Nash break the streak, and Goldberg just get the belt back while beating Kevin Nash and the finger poke of doom.
Well, yeah, that was them building up Goldberg into a star.
Nash tried to
didn't really build their own stars.
Yeah, Nash tried to
explain. Do y'all remember the time when Nash was just beating Jeff Jarrett for the title just to give it to Sting? No, not Sting, Ric Flair. And Flair got the title stripped, so Flair had to fight for the title. It was like a lot of pointless title switches.
Well, that was WCW 2000. Nothing made sense then.
I definitely don't remember anything that involved Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, remember, it was like they were trying to retire Ric Flair, and Kevin Nash won the belt and gave it to Ric Flair. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? He just gave it to him like a gift. You know how
I just remember that one night that Ric Flair was pissed off and he was in the ring and he was like, when you come back from commercial, I'll be butt naked in this ring. And he was taking his clothes off.
Which night was that? Was that the night? Was that the night that Kevin Nash and them pranked Ric Flair? Talking about, what was the time? Remember the time? What segment was it? It was like they go into War Games and they made fun of Ric Flair and Arn Anderson and shit. Ric Flair was fucking hot.
I don't know if that was the angle that made him spaz. Like, I think that was moving towards where they was trying to make it seem like Rick was crazy. I think.
Remember they put Rick in the crazy house in WCW.
Yeah.
Bill, fix your camera, man. I'm tired of looking at you like you faded, bro.
You're like a ghost.
For real. WCW had some crazy shit. They had the balls to do a whole bunch of crazy shit. And let's be real, Russo was not there all the time. Some of that Flair retirement angle, Dave Flair marrying fucking Stacy Keibler, Russo wasn't there.
Oh, wasn't he there? He was there for that, wasn't he?
The retirement angle, no.
Not the retirement angle, but David Flair and Stacy.
Why would Russo make what was that nigga name? Yeah, Roddy Piper was the running WCW in storyline. That's not no Russo idea. Russo came at what, around 98? No, 99. Yeah, he came around 99.
When Piper when they tried to do the Montreal screw job again.
You talking about when Brett? Wait. You talking about that's 97? That wasn't Russo. That was somebody else.
No. I'm talking about 99 when Bret Hart faced Goldberg for the championship.
I don't remember that one.
He got injured.
Fucking Bret Hart put Goldberg in the sharpshooter and Roddy Piper. Well, the referee got knocked out and Piper became the referee. And then Hart put Goldberg in the sharpshooter and he rang for the bell.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. The only one I remember was the dumb shit they did at Starrcade when Bret Hart was like, I said I would never let this happen again. What happened again? Hogan beat Sting clean as a whistle.
Wow.
The shit looked terrible watching it live, man. Hogan beat Sting clean. All of a sudden, Bret Hart, this will never happen again. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
The referee fucked up the count. Which that should have never been the finish anyways.
And you know, Eric Bischoff is Hogan bottom bitch. He always want to say, if you want to blame everybody, blame me. Like, why do people praise Eric Bischoff? All he is a better version of Dixie Carter. Dizzy Carter was
Yeah,
living her myth life. Eric wanted to live his high school life.
Like, I love Eric
I
Bischoff.
think people still like Eric because he was part of that whole NWO. Like he came up with some of the ideas for how NWO was going to get over. So he at least
He had some good ideas, but he
Shit,
also
you
did
know
a
what's
lot
a
of
terrible idea that he almost killed the company? He almost killed two companies. He almost killed Impact when he told them they should go on the road.
Yeah.
Impact almost died.
Yeah, I heard he fucked up Impact pretty good. Him and Hogan.
For real. It's
But
never a good idea.
See, if Hogan wasn't doing so much dumb shit in his real life, he should be insanely rich. Like he should be like baseball Hall of Fame rich. But he squandered all that money doing drugs, and then he had to pay all that alimony, and
We talking about Hogan or Flair?
we're talking about Hogan.
Because they both the
of them
same.
motherfuckers
They
broke.
both the same, really.
That's actually great because you brought that up. Because I've been watching them Iron Sheik videos on how when he was on Howard Stern.
Yo, Iron Sheik is hilarious.
And fucking Howard Stern was brought up to Sheik. He's like, yeah, Hulk Hogan's broke down. And Iron Sheik's like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
He was saying shit like Hogan was fucking his daughter's friend.
What?
Yeah, and his wife was doing the same thing, just with his son's friends. When Hogan left the house, she had some dude in the crib that went to school with Brooke, and he was in there smashing and all in the jacuzzi and all that. Hogan was on TV crying like a bitch.
Y'all remember when Brooke was smashing Bubba Dudley?
I wouldn't have did that angle.
Huh?
I wouldn't have did that angle.
No, he was fucking her in real life too.
Was he?
That's even worse.
Bully Ray said they was dating in real life.
Yikes.
That's crazy. You got to really fuck Hogan's daughter.
Every day.
She looks just like that motherfucker, man. Yo, speaking of her though, when you get a chance, look up Louis C.K. talking about Brooke Hogan. It is the funniest. Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. talking about Brooke Hogan.
Yeah, he's watching a video of her playing guitar on the news with her boyfriend, and he just starts snapping on her like, "Oh, you ugly whore!" Like he just starts going in on her for because he was on Opie and Anthony. He was talking about how he was listening to their show, and he heard her on there, and he was like, I usually listen to y'all on the way to work, but I said this time I couldn't do it. Like I fucking hate her.
Oh, I found it.
You found it?
I'm gonna have to watch this shit later.
Louis C.K. and Brooke
It's
Hogan.
so funny. Like, he mostly like goes in on her boyfriend. He calls him gay, and he said he had on glittery jeans, and there is one that shows the video, so you can actually see what he's looking at when he's like saying what he's saying.
I just sent you the video, Bill.
Yeah, remember when WWE tried making Brooke Hogan like a pop star?
Did they?
No, WWE?
Songs on Raw. And then
WWE? Or you talking about Impact?
I'm talking about WWE.
They're trying to make Brooke Hogan?
I don't remember that.
I remember that shit. They were like playing one of her music videos that they had Randy Orton checking her out.
Oh! I know what you're talking about now. Didn't Randy Orton RKO Hogan on a car?
What?
I thought Randy Orton RKO Hogan on a car.
Yeah, I know we RKO'd him on a car, but I remember.
Let me look it up right now.
Brooke Hogan's fucking singing career, which obviously never got off.
I remember she had a song with Paul Wall, and I like watching the video. That shit had me crying.
Yo, they're showing a clip Randy Orton talking to Brooke at the car and shit.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they were trying to make like Randy Orton get at that.
It was like Saturday main event.
Ew. Randy Orton.
This shit funny. I don't know what RKO was more funnier, this one or the one he hit on was it Stacy Keibler?
Yeah.
AC Keebler.
So he kissed her and then he RKO'd her.
He only turned heel because they was chanting Batista over his ass at Royal Rumble. Like he had a match with Triple H for the title at Royal Rumble. All they was chanting for was Batista.
People love Batista. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I never understood why he was popular.
I mean, you got a big guy. I mean, he had the look. I mean, a big tattoo guy.
I do. They'll hire a motherfucker that has some type of look, even if he can't act.
Yo, his movie sucked until he got into Guardians of the Galaxy, which all he did was play some big dude.
I thought he was gonna be terrible. Well, he's not that bad as Drax, but most movies he's been in were terrible.
His acting career
His Hollywood career was playing Drax.
I mean, it's not like he plays a character that's supposed to be a divine character, like, oh shit. But the roles he get, it's like the roles that you know he can knock out the park. Like Kickboxer. Remember Kickboxer?
I seen him in Man with the Iron Fists, and he was terrible.
You seen Kickboxer?
Yeah, I seen Kick. Was that the one where you had that ponytail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Oh man, Batista.
Yeah, that movie Stuber wasn't that bad.
I haven't seen it yet.
That was the one with.
It was like the movie where like he gets into an Uber with that dude.
What was I was about to say what his name is, but I couldn't think of. I was about to say Aziz Ansari, but it's not Aziz. It's Kumail Nanjiani.
What's that chick name that was in the UFC? She's pretty. It was before Ronda came.
Gina Carano?
Yeah, she was in Kickboxer also. She set the nigga up to get killed.
Yeah. She can actually act a little bit. Like she's not that good, but she's not terrible either.
She did a movie with Channing Tatum, right? And you think that's her voice, but they had another actress voice over Gina Carano because they didn't like how she sounded.
You talking about Haywire?
Yeah.
That was her first movie, I think.
Someone else was talking the whole time, not Gina Carano.
That's weird.
That movie had some bad editing because there's one part when Channing Tatum hit her, and you could tell it was a dude in the way that took the hit. I kept watching like, bro, why she look so manly right there?
I seen it. I seen it when it first came out, so I don't really remember it. But I do remember like I think somebody had seen it like a day before me. And it was like, yo, man, you gotta see Haywire, man. It's the best action movie I've ever seen in my life. So I was
best
like,
action movie.
Man, it's all right, but
the best action movie I've seen in my life probably is the Raid series. Raid 1, Raid 2.
I have to watch those again because I remember I watched the first. I remember like everybody was telling me, "Oh man, the Raid! You gotta check the Raid out. Is like you ain't never seen nothing like this." But then people was telling me the same thing about John Wick, and I was just like, like I seen it. It's not bad, but it didn't blow me away. Like
my personal best top 10 action films will probably be the 2 Raid movies. John Wick will probably be somewhere in there. Man of Steel, I love that film. They had some good ass action for a Superman movie.
That fucking Superman movie with the dude from Law and Order?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Superman scenes in that shit was like Mortal Kombat level. And you gotta think about it. We had Superman Returns when Superman did not throw one fucking punch in that whole movie. Not one punch.
I don't remember it. Only thing I remember about Superman Returns is when he picked up that Kryptonite Island, and I was like, "Oh, so he's invincible then, right? So he can't be beaten."
Shit was boring ass. That was a boring 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh, and then when he found out he had that Lois was his baby mom and he kept hanging out outside his son's bedroom.
He was stalking the bitch.
Yeah.
Superman Returns. No, Superman Returns. Superman was a fucking simp.
Yeah. But that shit is stupid, man.
So Man of Steel came. I love Man of Steel. But
I think Man of Steel is underrated.
It is. I mean, it has some good shit. People should shit on it because he killed Zod. Motherfucker, he was gonna kill the fucking kids. The fuck else he was gonna do?
People were trying to make up all these things that he could have did instead, but it's like he's a rookie super. He doesn't know how to do this. It's not like he was born just because he has powers doesn't mean he was born a superhero.
For real. People like he's a rookie. That's his first time stopping alien invasion.
Yeah.
People don't understand that shit. I'm like, bro, you got to think about it. He just got his powers and he's doing all this shit. You got to think about it. Them niggas had a full-on alien invasion. I kept thinking, how the fuck is Superman gonna stop all these niggas by himself? Martian Manhunter punk ass ain't do shit. And he was there. By the way, Martian Manhunter is like director, that black guy that everybody say he could be Obama in the movie. That's Martian Manhunter. He ain't do shit. The nigga from Law and Order sacrificed his life.
I don't even remember him being in the movie.
He was the guy. This is the one part you probably remember. He pulls up. Lois Lane like trying to shake his hand. He ain't shake her hand. And Lois Lane was like, "Okay, are we done measuring each other's dicks?"
Was that supposed to be Jimmy Olsen?
Nah, he was some other guy with the military. Jimmy Olsen was the guy in Batman versus Superman. He got killed because he had like a camera, but was really yeah.
That movie was terrible, by the way.
Batman vs. Superman?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I was super excited for that movie. And then it came out. The thing that pissed me off is that they already did the story that they were telling, they already did an animated version
of it.
That was way better.
The Dark Knight Returns or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Y'all know what you're talking about because I got the DVD.
Yeah.
And Green Arrow jumped in that bitch with the kryptonite arrow.
Yeah, they just tried to do too much.
Oh shit! I'm running out of time.
Are you? Yeah, it's only 10 minutes left.
Shit. I'm gonna call y'all again. I'm gonna have to start a new video.
I'm probably gonna eat in a few minutes, so if you want to,
I'll call y'all later.
All right.
In 2 hours or something like that.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
all right.